All right, welcome back. Part 2, guys, of Sand Dam, my Bigfoot story. We just passed the 19-kilometer road marker, and we have a lot more stuff I want to explore. Got to get the drone up still, lots of swamps to photograph, and a trail to hike. Trail or two. So as some of you probably noticed, this is not the spot on the map where I said I was going to drone. That's quite a ways down here still. This is more of a lake on this side, but I thought, hey, we'll throw the drone up and cover the swamp to the south of the road. Wherever we can throw the drone up and take a look, let's just do it. We might as well. We're here. We got lots of battery power and lots of time, so let's just throw it up there. The only problem I can say is I can't see a darn thing on the phone in bright sunlight like this. Very hard to see the screen, so I cannot even see. If there was something running across the swamp, it would be so hard for me to see. I have to analyze all this stuff at home, the same as you guys. And it makes it a little more difficult to get down into the swamp where I want to and go along the shoreline. So for bright sunny days, we'll have to keep that in mind. And yes, I know this is afternoon. This is what I planned. We will in the future do mornings, evenings, night hunts. We're going to cover all different times of day, different seasons. We're going to do fall, we're going to do winter, we're going to do everything. But right now we had to, just to start, there's nothing wrong with looking for Sasquatch in the middle of the day, right? There are no rules, guys. There are no rules. We are in a dead zone. There is no cell service here, and there hasn't been any for about the last 8 kilometers, so that's okay. So I'm just going to do a little hike down a side trail here, just to get out of the car for a bit. And I wanted to state equivocally on camera, they talk about all these people going missing in the wild and they're always found without their shoes or their boots on. Well, I'm wearing boots and they're tied on, and I wouldn't take them off for anything. So if they find me and I'm not wearing boots, I mean, somebody else did it to me, because I'm not taking them off. That goes for any season or any trip I'm on. They are tied and Velcroed and I'm not taking them off. Okay, so this is a little interesting. Chokecherry tree, and it's been pulled down here on the road. Well, it's not a real mystery or anything. That would probably be a bear. Would pull that down to get the chokecherries. But it's cool. I just wanted to show you guys that. Now, some other channels would have all kinds of other theories, but we're keeping it real. That would be a bear. And about 50 yards down the road, there's the chokecherry tree. What do we have right here? Bear scat. So exactly what I was just saying. You can notice my prints. I can't see the phone, it's too bright, but my prints are all right along here where I just walked. We can see those. There is not a bear track anywhere around here. I don't see anything. I mean, if that's been here more than 2 or 3 days, it rained a few days ago, you're not going to see those tracks. Hopefully you guys can see my tracks here. But I've looked on both sides and I don't see any bear tracks. It just shows you how fresh you'd have to be, how close you'd have to be on something to find tracks. In sand, anyway. Well, we're only 300-400 yards down the road from the swamp, and I just noticed moose tracks here. There's only 2 of them. Funny. Probably came across the hard pack here, so just to show you guys, I am keeping my eyes open. Any tracks I see, I'm stopping, I'm investigating. Anything that's turned over, definitely moose. So I actually remembered to put the drone on photo mode, and I snapped a couple shots at that last swamp. I always forget to do that. I think we're going to see a lot more detail in photographs than we would in the video, but the video is pretty good at 4K, so it can't hurt to have a bit of both. Here's the spot that I wanted to put the drones up. Well, that sure was a nice looking swamp from what I could see on the screen. When we get home, I'll have a better look at it, but fantastic. Why don't you guys check out that drone footage right now. 8-kilometer mark. Okay, another big sand pit we can check out here. Oh hey, look at all the Sasquatch houses down here. There's got to be a whole family unit. But I will stop and check out that sand pit over here just for tracks. Okay, nothing in the sand pit, just human tracks, four-wheeler tracks, and some old deer tracks. Nothing of note. Here's a better view of all those Sasquatch houses I was talking about. I don't know if I'll throw this part in the video or not, but I used to have a channel that I liked a lot, and I really trusted the person doing it, that they were being honest and just wanted, you know, to get out there and answer that question. I'm not going to say who it was, but then eventually, after so many videos, they started asking for money, for support, for equipment and cameras and a bike and da-da-da-da and all this stuff. And it just, he actually had a couple really good videos that's, you know, debatable what was there, whether it was hoaxed or not. And in the one video that I stopped, finally removed myself from the channel, was he followed a trail of 18-inch tracks in the snow. They were clearly snowshoe tracks. You know, the little army aluminum snowshoes? It was a sad day in my YouTube squatching life. So I know we're doing a really good job today, covering lots of ground, 30-some kilometers on the road, quite a few more by the drone, but I just got to point out there's so many of these roads that I'm passing and four-wheeler trails, you just couldn't cover them all in a lifetime. You know, it just feels like I'm not scratching the surface of the bush here. As you guys can see from the GoPro footage, the road is absolutely bushed in. I mean, you can't see 20 feet, you can't even see 10 feet off the road. So that's why I'm stopping at all these swamps and taking pictures and droning, because that's all we can see this time of year. There could be something, you know, right on the side of the road, you wouldn't see it. So it could be frustrating, but I'm not going to let it get frustrating. We're here to have fun and, you know, see what kind of wildlife we can find, and maybe, hey, maybe this thing will run across the road in front of us. We'll get lucky. Like I said at the beginning, I make no promises. That's not true. I promise that everything you see on my channel will be real, if anything. It's the same as my metal detecting videos and everything else. If you see it, guys, it happened. Probably never going to, but hey, we're trying. Real nice big swamp here. Take some photos from the ground. Maybe we'll throw the drone up here as well. Okay, 4 kilometers till we hit the highway, and here we see our first signs of logging that's going on right now. So there could be guys hauling and logging on this road from here out, I would assume, so we'll have to keep an eye out for them as well. So I'm passing all kinds of machinery on side roads and stuff here, and I'm just going to have to assume that if there was a cryptid here, it wouldn't want to be hanging around with all the machines and guys and chainsaws and four-wheelers. So we're just going to head straight for the highway, and that's going to be the end of the trip. I'll show you guys the last little kilometer here on the GoPro till we hit the highway, and then I'll put up all of the photos in a slideshow, and you guys can peruse those and check them out, see if there's anything I missed, or anyway, they're all there. And I want to thank everybody for joining me on our first actual in the field Sasquatch hunt. So thanks everybody, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.